Namaskaram. With CBSE exams around the corner, we are recording this video for one of our super students and sharing this so that others can also benefit from this. So let's get started with the first and foremost understanding. If you are concerned that some level of syllabus is still left out, you're not good with some of the topics, look at the nature of the exam. This is the overall syllabus. The bigger circle which you're seeing is the overall syllabus. This is what you intend to complete at the beginning of the year. And once you start studying, this is the important syllabus. So, in any given exam, even for CA, UPSC, there is only so much which is relatively important than others. So, this is a core syllabus. And then this is what might get tested in the exam. So, out of the entire bracket, a very little component gets tested in the eventual exam. So, tomorrow, only this gets tested. So, whether you know this or whether you know this would not matter. So I shouldn't be saying this at the beginning of the year. One day before the exam, you have to be really clear that it's a chance mechanism. There is a very good chance that what you don't know may not get tested and it would not matter eventually. So this is what you have to understand one day before the exam. So go with that optimistic mindset that what you study might turn up. If not, we'll see it then. But right now, don't worry too much about it because it will spoil your chance of writing what you already know. Hope this is clear. Now, you have to know that board exams are like any other school exams. You might be writing it for the very first time. Don't let the name board exam scare you. It's just like any other exam. It's just that you might be writing in a different school than yours. That's about it. Now, coming to these aspects. Uh, at this junction, there are two things which are very important. One is your mindset, how you maintain your mindset, and how you present in the exam. So, coming to mindset, again, maintaining a calm and composed mind gives you the highest delta in terms of the marks improvement without unnecessarily worrying about it. Take the support of your parents and teachers or mentors to make sure you go with the right mindset. So, this is about the mindset part. And pay attention to how you are going to present in the exam to the extent what you already know. What you don't know, that's not the worry. So I'll share you some tips which you can easily remember. So these are the important aspects. The first and foremost, attempt all questions. Attempt the entire paper, no matter what. Attempt the entire paper, no matter what. Do not skip it because you don't know it. Do not leave it because time is insufficient. Because you have 170 minutes for around 80 marks. So you have to make sure you are using the entire time and start aggressively from the beginning itself. Don't operate as if you have unlimited time. So use this time, and the 10 minutes at the end of the paper should be for review. This is exactly how you have to look at it. And for a subject like English, let's say how you decide the order of the blocks in terms of how you have to attempt. If you look at the sections of reading and writing, it requires a lot of attention. So it's preferable to attempt them at the beginning when you have time, and then something like literature can be attempted at the end. So plan your attempt accordingly because the aspects which require more thought and more time, preferably it should be done at the beginning. And always use a rough page to create the answer structure before you actually get started. Always use a rough page to create the answer structure so that things will become very clear in your mind and you don't make mistakes while writing the main answer. Okay, rough work not to be evaluated, you can mention it, and make sure you jot down all the points and then copy those points into the main answer. Stick to word limit and don't make the mistake of having some silly mistakes in the OMR. So these aspects will help you that whatever marks you deserve, you will be able to get it. And since you also have step marking, you'll be able to get marks for every step you write it. Okay, this is about it. And these are some don'ts which you should clearly understand. Do not study anything new. Do not change any sources now. Let's say there is a chance that your friend might refer, okay, there are questions coming out from this material. Please don't get carried away with this shiny object syndrome and do not change your sources at all. And don't let one exam impact other exams. It's a comprehensive exam divided into multiple subjects. So don't let one exam impact any other exam. One exam which is not meeting your expectation, it's totally fine. Please move on to the other exams. Okay, this is about it. And finally, when you move from one exam to other exam, spend maximum amount of time in writing answers and bullet points or practicing problems because writing is the best way to remember things. And at the end of the day, recall without seeing. It's very important for you to not look at the books and recall everything you studied during the day. We call it day end recall. Spend 20 minutes at the end of the day to write everything you studied that day, even during exams, and write it once again tomorrow in the morning, day end and next day morning. This significantly increases your memory retention and recall speed in the exam. And question processing is as important as the answer presentation. So before you start the answer, read the question twice at least to know what exactly is being asked instead of getting carried away by a keyword all the time. Okay, question process the question properly before you start with the answer. And here is where you can use the rough work to write some short points before you write the actual answer. And eventually, at this junction, all you need is your pen for you to clear this exam. Everything is sorted. Your teachers, your mentors, parents, books, everything, nothing else can come to the examination center. Your hand, eye, and brain coordination will make a lot of difference. You just need to use these three resources for you to go ahead and clear this exam. And finally, I would like to clearly tell you from the bottom of my heart that you will do well, you can do well. You spent 1 year, all the very, very best on behalf of HLS, and make sure you come out with flying colors. Thank you.